Reverend Steve here, keeping it simple. We're going to be in Luke 21 today, verse 5, and we're going to be talking about Jesus' second coming and his prediction of what would happen to the temple. And I'm going to show you from the scriptures from this that he doesn't predict the temple being rebuilt for him to come back again. And we must understand that the timeline of this scripture that he proclaims is continuing to this day. From the time of the temple destruction to this day, this scripture is still being fulfilled. It's not, many of us look at it, and I looked at it that way for many years, that a new temple had to be rebuilt before Jesus returned. As I looked at it and looked at what Jesus said, Jesus never says that another temple is going to be rebuilt. Paul never says another temple is going to be rebuilt. Peter never says another temple is going to be rebuilt. It doesn't say it. It doesn't say it anywhere. So what does that mean? It's either a false doctrine or people have interpreted what they've read wrong. And that's what I feel. I feel that people have looked at it and said, okay, this has to happen again for Jesus to return. But they don't really, what you really need to look at is that it happened and it's continuing to this day, this prophecy. Because they asked him a serious question. They said, when is this going to happen? What is the sign of this happening? And he tells them. So from that moment on to this day, these scriptures are being fulfilled. And that's the way I look at it now. When I look at it that way, it's much easier to understand. And you're not pigeonholed. And okay, this has got to happen first. It already happened. It already happened. It's not in our timeline. It's not in our lifespan. It's longer than that. It's God's lifespan, which is eternity. So let's read it and what the scriptures say, and we'll get into it. So we're going to be in Luke 21, verse 5. Some of his disciples began talking about the majestic stonework of the temple and the memorials, decorations on the walls. But Jesus said, the time is coming when all these things will be completely demolished. Not one stone will be left on top of another. He never says it's going to be rebuilt again. He says not one stone will be left. And that, as we know it's true. You go to the Temple Mount today, there's not one stone. You can see where the Romans pushed the stones off the side of the platform. It's amazing. Teacher, they asked, when will all this happen? What sign will show us that these things are about to take place? And we'll get into more of that tomorrow. But I wanted to touch base on that. And you got to understand, you got to take Scripture in context and understand it in context. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.